Servus Männer, it's Red Pill Germany again. I have predicted that many years ago. I think it was in 2016 or 17 or something like that. It was back then when Donald Trump was elected for the first time to be president of the United States. I said that, or I predicted that a lot of women will want to play the tradwife card and pretend that they are so traditional and even nationalist or patriotic, and they want to be housewives because maybe that was back then a little bit, yeah, too early. But I think now in 2023, going into 24, we actually, yeah, we can actually observe that very well. This trend of the tradwife. Um, I think the millennial generation, the women have become old enough to, some would say, hit the wall. Some others would say that they're not, really projecting youth, beauty, and fertility anymore to the world, or they're not seen as that anymore. And then they're treated, well, not really bad, but they're treated just like men. So they're not getting this "I'm a fertile, hot young woman" treatment anymore, but instead they're treated like any other coworker. Yeah, not bad necessarily, but to them it seems bad because we all know that to a privileged person, normal treatment would feel like discrimination or microaggressions or something like that. Well, to cut things short, they want to be wifed up now. They had enough. Their glory days in the workforce should be over, according to them, and they are looking for some simp or nice guy to wife them up and to give them the traditional lifestyle that they actually always wanted. But these evil feminists, they they brainwash them, you see, and that is why they fell for this and yeah, right. So when you actually when you were able to have this lifestyle, the carousel riding days in your teens and 20s and maybe into their early 30s. That's when they did that, when they had all the benefits in the education system and also in the business world. Then feminism was great, but now, the time between 40 and 80 is a long time. So now all of a sudden they are born again tradwives. Yeah, the reformed, you know what. Um, it, of course, you can already tell by the tone of my voice probably that I don't buy that for a single second. I think they just want to live life on easy mode and they want to be taken care of. They want a daddy. They are adult women in their late 30s and early 40s who want to be taken care of by a daddy once again. And let's face it, what they think traditional marriage is or a traditional life is preposterous. It's fake. I think many people in the Western world, especially in the Anglosphere maybe, they have no clue what traditional life, a traditional relationship actually is. A little hint, uh, traditionalism, it comes from tradition. Yeah? So maybe look into your people's traditions, and it has nothing to do or very little to do with who pays the bills or who is doing the paid work and who is doing domestic production, I would call it. Yeah? What feminists refer to as unpaid labor or care work. No, that's just domestic production. And yeah, maybe look into the history books, have a look at how it was in the Holy Roman Empire, because that is what you need to look at least when you're in the German-speaking realm. The Holy Roman Empire, this is where traditionalism formed, and this is where it comes from. Everything that came after the Holy Roman Empire was too short-lived or is not uh, yeah, distant enough for it to be real traditionalism, you see? Um, Everything, all the traditions we basically have come from the Holy Roman Empire. And back then, let me tell you, women were not idle, you know? they were not ordering food in restaurants, having their nails done, or having hair salon appointments. No, they were hard workers. But there was, of course, there was a there was a clear distinction between male work and female work, which is just due to the fact that men have upper body strength, and they women are biologically they're just busy with child rearing for a lot of the time. So a division of labor was developed much earlier than the Holy Roman Empire, of course, but all the other traditions that we have that formed then. And also, I think, and yeah, this goes too far for the purpose of this video, which is about fake tradwives. If you really look into authentic, real traditionalism and how to translate that into our modern times, I think you have to look at you have to look at it a little more abstract, because our environment changed. Yeah? Now we have internal combustion engines, we have electric motors, we have force multipliers, hydraulic, pneumatic, what have you. You have computers, you have all these things, you have all these household gadgets, you have microwave ovens, you have lawn mowers, you have all these things that they didn't have back then. Yeah, they had wheelbarrows maybe, but a lot of it was manual labor. Yeah, washing clothes was a full body workout that made you curse. I can still remember my grandmother used to do that on Mondays. I think she was pretty pissed, to tell you the least, and pretty exhausted after washing clothes without a washing machine in a washing kitchen, a steamy hot washing kitchen, turning all these wet clothes. It was a pretty tough workout. Would be for any men in the current year. Anyway, so that is for another video. I just really want to tell you. Uh, a lot of trad voices, especially men, and I make another video about them too, because they really piss me off, these wannabe trad men, or traditionalists or what have you. We are living in modern times now, technologically speaking, at least, and also legally, and you cannot run away from that. You cannot LARP and pretend that we're still in the Middle Ages or something like that. When the guys in uniforms come for you, you can be as strong as you want. You will be reduced to a crying, pathetic little lump when they're done with you. Them, the lawyers, and the judges. So I made a video about that, how trad life or traditionalism is dangerous for men, even if they don't know what they're doing and they're following these influencers, mostly grifters in my opinion. Yeah, very dangerous stuff. But let's come back to the fake trad woman. As I said, I think they want an easy way out when life in the business world or wherever they work, wherever their workplace is, it turns out not to be as glamorous as it was advertised to them by their college advisors. And they're finding a lot of willing participants these days. And I would suggest that you, as a man, that you don't become a partner in this enterprise. let's just phrase it that way, because it is not a good deal for you, especially when they come to their senses this late, and a lot of people would make the comparison to a used car and retail prices and stuff like that. You can find that distasteful if you want to, but maybe it's not too far from the truth. So and once again, I think what they think or what they are made to believe, and they willingly believe it because it's so convenient for them, of course, that traditionalism just means the man does all the work, the man pays for everything, and they have maybe one kid that and then they send that kid to daycare and kindergarten, or have the grandmother look after the kid, and they're basically sitting around at home. And I think this is what I want to let you know, or which is my impression. If you and I think women they reveal that very very easily. You are able to find that out very easily. Um, when it comes when they talk about what they need, what they want. Yeah, I want to be taken care of. I want to be at home. I want to be a homemaker. I want to be a mother. I want to be this and that. And if you get the impression that it is more about her needs, yeah, then she's fake. Because I will I will do a lot of research and I will make a dedicated video about that, but let me tell you in brief, traditionalism is not about what the man or the woman wants. It's about the needs of the children, of the community and of the tribe. The family comes first, the tribe comes first, not the husband, not the wife. It's not about who has the remote control or who gets to have quality time and who gets their nails done and who has the fancy credit card and pays all the bills. This is not what traditionalism is about. It is about the needs of the children, of the family and of the tribe. And if that doesn't come first for the man or the woman, and I mean the man and the woman, I mean an inclusive and, both at the same time, not either or, yeah, then it is fake traditionalism. And one of them just needs their ego built up or wants to be taken care of and wants their life to be a huge vacation. And that has never been traditionalism. Traditionalism is a very serious affair and it puts the needs of the children and the community first. And if that is not the case, and it's very easy to find that out these days because they tell you so eagerly, you don't even have to read between the lines. When you get the impression that it's about their wants, their desires, their needs, then it's fake. Fake, fake, fake. It comes in a lot of shapes and sizes, in a lot of disguises, but it's every time fake. And yeah, I'll continue this series, but for now I leave you at that. Contemplate about it and let me know what you have to say about this in the comments down below. Servus, Kameraden.